How's it going, everyone? VirtuallyChris here. I'm back after a year-long hiatus, it seems like. I'm here today to get some first impressions of the Varla Eagle 1 electric scooter. Now, this thing is an absolute beast, and I can't wait to share it with all of you guys. So let's kick out the old intro. We're gonna do our first ride of the Varla Eagle 1. This thing is a beast. It's almost as tall as me. All right, I'm so nervous. Oh God, it's so fast. This thing is fast. This thing is insanely fast. It's huge, and I felt the shocks right away. Really absorbed the road noise. It's a beast. It's so smooth and so fast. This thing's a beast. What? That looked fast, right?
Oh yeah.
I was only on gear 1. I don't know if I could go much faster than that. That felt almost like the edge of fast, you know? Before it's like insane. This thing's crazy. Looking at the controls for the scooter, you have the brakes for the front right here. Super easy to use. I like to use these, which are the brakes for the rear. It's nice to have them on a separate hand. Also, you got the bell over here, of course. Plenty loud. And you also have these buttons, which are very important. You have the Eco or Turbo, which kind of changes the acceleration profile and the top speed a little bit. And also dual or single motor. And that's pretty sweet. So these are actually both hub motors and both can brake. That is just so awesome. Over here we have the key. Pretty cool. It comes with 2 keys, a lot like a car. You just put the key in, twist it, and that starts up this once you turn on the power button. So we'll do that right now. It's a little hard to see because it's so sunny out, but up top you have the gear you're in, which kind of changes the top speed of the scooter. At gear 1, that's around 30 kilometers an hour, and it just keeps rising with gears 2 and 3. So that is super impressive. Of course, the center is the actual speed, and then the bottom is like an odometer, and you can also change it. You can change it to the trip if you just want to know this trip. Things like that. So super cool. Also the battery indicator, I should say, is here as well. And yeah, that is the top of the scooter. A lot of options, which is awesome. Looking down at the wheels, you can see they're inflated, and they are giant hub motors in the middle, which is so great. These things are beastly. And also you can see a spring right there. This thing has some sick suspension on it, which is really, really helpful. It also has some lights both on the front and the back, which is helpful for nighttime, of course. Looking at the front wheel, more of the same, another hub motor and another shock right there. So this thing is really meant to be off-roaded and to hit bumps with no problem. I also really love how there's a guard for, dirt and water and things like that, and there's a second guard. This thing is just designed overkill, which is so great for a scooter like this. And then there's of course another one in the front there. The thing that lets you fold it down has 2 clamps, so it's double resilient. Again, over-engineered to the nines, this thing. Like, one brake somehow gave out, just use the other brake. My favorite thing though is the kickstand. It folds in and out so easily, and I mean, yeah, as you see, it really props it up well. Look at this thing. I've never had an all-terrain scooter like this. It really changes the dynamic. I reviewed a Swagtron Swagger 5 in the past. You may remember that video. If you missed it, you might want to check that out. But this is a whole different level, and I think you really do want to jump for an electric scooter of this size. If you're gonna spend the money on one at all, get a good one, because it's a night and day difference. That thing could barely make it up hills. This guy cruises up hills so fast. And I'm going to do more in-depth testing on this in future videos, so definitely stay tuned to that. I'm going to do at least 3 videos on this guy, maybe more. It's so much fun. It has suspension. The suspension's really good. It has 2 disc brakes, which is so nice. Like, the security you get from this versus an electric skateboard, it's honestly really nice. With the electric skateboard, I actually fell off of my Inertian Raptor 2 once, and I was really beat up, like, you know, scars everywhere from it. And what happened was I hit a little rock, like a little pebble on the road. If I hit that rock with this guy, it would be no problem. And I was just so happy to be cruising at that speed, you know, going like 15, 20 miles an hour. This guy goes all the way up to 40. I'll do a speed test maybe, if I can get that fast. It seems insane to be able to go that fast on something like this, but I do get it because it feels so secure. There's no wireless communication on the remote. Like, it's a direct connection to the hub motor, which is great. It is so sick. This might be the sickest thing I've ever got sent, and I'm so happy that Varla sent it to me. I do apologize, it took me so long. A lot of moving lately. As you see, I'm not in Maine anymore, not in Vermont anymore. We're out in California now, and I mean, it's beautiful here. We're gonna get some really great shots with it. Let's hop on the Varla Eagle 1 and do some riding. Remember how I said mode 1 was really fast? Mode 2 is crazy, and I'm not even on mode 3 yet, but you do get really comfortable with these really quickly. I noticed, like, at first I was very timid to like hold these right. I was like pulling them really hard, eventually relax into the feeling of getting an electric scooter. And I mean, it's only been maybe a half hour or less since I really started riding it a lot, and I already feel like I'm a pro at it, and I feel like I could still get better with the handling and everything like that. So that's really a good sign for this guy. Another thing that separates an electric scooter like this from the rest is off-roading. You see we're on a dirt path right now. I didn't realize how many dirt paths there are in California, but they're everywhere. And I mean, you need an all-terrain electric skateboard. Those things cost like $2,000. And to be quite honest, you know, when I had a Wowgo all-terrain, it was pretty scary to not have anything to hold on to. You would just kind of be flung off very easily, like at a big rock or something like that. But with these tires, you know, they're real tires that you inflate. It feels much more like you're riding a bike through these trails than, you know, like a skateboard, which is great. So it's very confidence-inducing. And yeah, let's take it off-road, shall we? That was a breeze. We just went down a really steep area and ended out here on the other side at this beautiful lake right here. That was so cool. I just took the shortcut. It was so easy. The shortcut right there. And I mean, it's a pretty intense area in terms of off-roading. I mean, there's a lot of big pebbles and dips, but it's just easy. I mean, it didn't feel unsafe at all. I was just cruising. I mean, you go a little slower for things like that, obviously, you know, just to be safe, but I mean, it wasn't a big deal. And now we're on this really cool bike path. This beast has an 18.2 amp hour battery, which is huge. I mean, insane for something like this. It has a top speed of over 40 miles an hour and a range of around 40 miles an hour. Insane. I've been riding this thing for a few hours now, still plenty of charge. It's not even a concern with this guy. Now, with all that battery, it does take a while to charge. It takes around 9 hours to get fully charged with one charger, but it's so over-engineered that you can plug in a second charger in there, which will give you around 4 or 5 hours to get to full again. If you're looking to buy one of these for yourself, the website has a bunch of free gifts you can select. One of those is an extra charger. So if that's something that's important to you, you can add that, and it comes for free if they have it in stock. So thumbs up to Varla there. I think this is the most fun I've had on an electric mobility device in a very long time. As you guys know, I've ridden over 10 electric skateboards. Those are a lot of fun, but you're really limited on where you can go with them. with the Varla Eagle 1, I just feel like I can go anywhere. You know, I went on dirt today, went on gravel, like over rocks. It's crazy how good this thing is. And bottom line, this thing is fun as hell. But also, I think this is a great commuting device if you live anywhere between 5 and 10 miles from work. This guy will get you there really fast, you know, really smoothly. It's just an all-around great electric scooter. I didn't realize it could be this good. When I reviewed my last one, I was like, I'll still ride my electric skateboards around, but of course I'll still do that on roads that are ideal and things like that. But this guy takes the cake for the most fun I've had on an electric mobility device so far. Well, stay tuned for future videos with the Varla Eagle 1. We're gonna be doing some more off-roading. We're gonna take it to San Diego City, where we're gonna do some city testing and see how that stacks up compared to things like the Birds and, you know, all those rental scooters you can get. Like, does it really make sense to buy one of these? I think the answer will probably be yes, but you know, it's good to try it out, see how it differs, and yeah, expect a lot more content in the near future with this guy. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you enjoyed. VirtuallyChris is back. We'll see you all in the next video. Bye.